also think it's important to have community, collective, because I think that a lot of misinformation spreads because people end up being isolated and they get trapped in the conspiracy theory rabbit hole. So, went on that tangent just to say it's a safe place for you to come and be yourself. So if you're new to the community, babies, we start the session off with a prayer. Oh wait, oh gosh. If you're a new baby, you get one kiss on the forenoggin. If you're returning, baby, you get multiple kisses. Y'all be eating me up when I forget that. Like, where's my kiss? Take. Disc. I'm just kidding. And so we start our session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer, it's a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community, as a collective. And I'm feeling the urge to rewrite the prayer right now. I'm gonna just use the same one that we've had, but we'll see if I do it, okay? So to have your permission to say a prayer. Wonderful, may I touch you? May I hold your hand? Let's do some hand holding, okay? Cool. And also, while I'm saying the prayer, feel free to say whatever you need to say as well. I'm holding the space, but make it your own, okay? Okay, you ready? Inhale, exhale. Dear universe and all for the highest vibration of good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out to us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, okay. So, I'm just going to work on your energy to just give you some encouragement of knowing you will not be left behind. And I want to shift any doubt mentality, any fear-based mentality, anything that makes you feel like you're kind of stuck where you're at, where it's not going to work. Maybe you tried it before and you're like, oh, if I try it again, it's not going to work, Or maybe you tried something else and you want to try something new and you're like, oh, last time I tried something new, that's horrible. Don't worry about it. You're not going to be left behind. And I think the important part to note here is when we're trying to reach our goals, when we're trying to accomplish our goals, we want big stuff fast, right? Here's the problem. Most of the things that we can realistically attain, they take time. And so people don't maybe feel as encouraged to work through the unknown parts of accomplishing smaller tasks, even if those smaller tasks may lead to bigger outcomes. So, if you knew that you would not be left behind, and if you knew that you would accomplish what you need to accomplish, I think you would have more patience. And I'm a critiquer of society because I often feel like the way that we see society may confuse us to think that that's how life is. But I feel like if you go to a different culture, it's a whole new view on society all at the same time, right? Okay, so that means as an individual, you also have the ability to choose how you experience this life. Let that sink in for a little bit. So if you decide to believe that you can accomplish anything, well, you start to think about ways and plans to make that happen. And sometimes when people have these big dreams of wanting to accomplish anything, sometimes their dreams are not even that big, but the way that society or the way that their mindset is makes them feel like that big dream is so big that they can't accomplish it, when it may not even be big at all, and you can accomplish it. So whatever is in your heart, also make a little bit room for growth, for your goals to change and shift. Because I remember I used to think that money was the answer, meaning like having a certain amount of money that should, solve a lot of things. And then I started to realize that I could find what I was looking for sooner with less money, because I thought the experience is probably gonna cost all this money, not realizing that wherever you're at in life, you will be able to access what you need. And I think this really holds true to the first time I learned this lesson, but I didn't really let it sink in. The first time I learned this lesson is when I went off to college. And prior to that, I didn't know anybody who went to college. So it was very new. It was a very new experience for me. And up until that point, up until I want to say maybe my junior year in high school, I didn't even think I was going to go to college because I did not know anybody who had gone to college. And in my head, the only thing I knew about college is what I saw on TV. And I had assumed that in order to go to college, you had to have the perfect GPA, you had to have money, and you had to have all of these things to get there. Baby, when I say, as someone who not only went to college, who not only got a master's degree, and not only worked at a university and higher education tech for 10 years, that is far from the truth. And again, this is the lesson, I guess, when it comes to access to education. I realized that even if you made it by your pinky toe in high school to graduate, there was still a path for you to get to any school that you wanted to. If you want me to explain it to you for 30 seconds, I'll explain it to you. Say you barely passed high school, okay? Once you're done there, you would go to the community college, and that would automatically start your GPA over. If your community college had an agreement with certain universities, you could fulfill your general education requirements at that community college for cheaper. It was a smarter move to do, and then you could go to that whatever university or college. Some of these general agreements were pretty nice institutions. Now, say you're like, hey, I want to go as high as I possibly can, and that's relative because I got a whole side conversation for that of what makes a school good. But anyway, so you go that 2-year, then you go to this university, you make connections, and you want to make connections with your professors and access, and then your senior year you could go to another place. You could go to a better institution, or the smart thing to do is stay at that institution, finish it out, and then for a graduate degree go to a better institution. It literally is much cheaper to go that route than the other way. But it's like, I only know that because I worked there. Why am I giving you this example of college? The reason why I'm giving you this example of college is because a lot of the problems, or a lot of the things that you want in life, or the paths that you want to go to, are not as hard as you think they are. And wherever you're at in your life, it is accessible to you. Even if you feel like you are at the bare minimum of where you need to be, it is accessible to you. I mean, I'll give you another example. Building business. You want to build a business, okay? Find something that you're good at and that you don't mind just doing over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, you figured that out. It doesn't even matter what it is. You figured that out, okay? Now, one of two things. You got to figure out how to make that thing scalable. So it's not just your time for energy, like one-off things like per client, unless it's high ticket clients where I feel like I think it's better to reach more people. So figure out how to make that scalable. That's one way that you can approach that experience, or figure out how to teach, how to show other people how to do this thing, or a combination of both. So it does not matter. Even if it is stamp collecting, there's a community for you, because there's also an exclusivity of knowledge. So maybe you don't have a big following, you don't have a big community or big network, marketing network for your business, but perhaps the knowledge that you have is very, very exclusive. So think about certain things you would know. Like, we can look at within spirituality. If you come from a certain tradition that is that you don't see a lot of expression, directing, building, creating, whatever that is. I feel like my stomach is rumbling. Expression, directing, building, creating, whatever that is, you have access. Why do you have access? It doesn't even matter if you're starting off with the bare minimum. The way that we look at social media and just finding a platform that is visible for you, you can literally document your journey along the way. It can look as rough and tumble in the beginning and start to look better. You know, you don't have to, it doesn't have to look perfect from the beginning, but that one-on-one connection to see someone else doing it, people will want to invest in your story, in your life and understanding. And even if you're not someone who wants to be in front, doesn't want to share your journey like that, then you have to learn how to network, and you can network in many ways. You can network in local circles around you, local creative circles, and that's where you can get really good ideas. They don't even have to be big circles. It can be up to 10 people, maybe 5 people. You can network on the internet. You know, there's a lot of Discord servers. There's a lot of, deep internet places where you can go and get a lot of valuable information and feel a sense of community and collectiveness. All of that is happening. So no matter what you want to do in life, at your comfort level and where you're at, there is a path. There is not one way to do it. There is infinite amounts of ways to do it. So you will not be left behind. Now, if you want to stay behind, that's your business, but you will not be left behind. There's nothing about this journey that is going to leave you there. It's time to step forward and be creative. Your path might be something that others won't get, but it makes sense to you. Maybe someone tells you, well, if you want to get there, you got to do this way, but you feel, let me do this way, this will feel better to me. So no matter what that path is, you can make it happen. It will happen. It will happen for you. But it requires effort, but it requires small, attainable effort.